Welcome to Reviews by Robbie. Today we're going to talk about this Tamron lens. It's a 28-75 constant 2.8 E-mount lens. We're using a Sony A7C. This is not going to be a super techie review. I just want to show you what I would use this lens for, what scenarios. We'll probably shoot some B-roll, some slow motion, and maybe a talking head interview type shot, which is what I would use this lens for out in the field. At the moment, we're using the EOS R to film on a 10-18 EFS lens, the old school lens. But before we go into the sample footage, I'm gonna switch this camera over so you can kind of see a comparable between a APS-C crop lens versus a 28 full frame lens. Those are pretty weird comparisons, but I'm just gonna show you anyway.
Sorry, could you say that again? I'm having trouble hearing you.
Okay, so here I am. This is the Canon to my left, right there. This is the A7C. As you can see, it's a tighter focal length. We're at 28 millimeters. It's actually a little bit further back than the Canon. I'm about 2 arms lengths away from the cameras. So as you can see that it's just a different shot. Both great cameras, both different shots, but I wanted to show you side-by-side comparison between the two. All right, some of the pros I like about this lens is it's light, doesn't weigh very much when I'm carrying it around, so I like to bring it with me. The price point is under $1,000. I think I got this thing for $900 at a local camera store, so the price is super affordable. Pro number 3 is that it has a 2.8 constant aperture from 28 to 75. That way, when I'm zooming in and out, you're not really seeing any shift in the exposure from 28 to 75 millimeter. It is super quiet when focusing. I have this Sigma 18 or 35 and I love it, but it's super noisy, focus hunts a lot. It is at a 1.8 aperture, so that could be it too. When it's in autofocus, it's just hunting a lot. But this one is silent. I don't hear it when it's trying to focus. Great thing when you're shooting video. Cons, if there were any cons, it's not very rugged, so I would be very careful. It does feel a little plasticky. It doesn't feel like a Sigma lens, which usually are very hefty. They feel very durable. Not that these aren't. The only thing I'd be careful of is if you're out on the field a lot, it doesn't seem very rugged. It's not cheap, but it's also not rugged. Con number 2, shifting from 28 to 75. It's smooth, but it's not the best experience. It doesn't get stuck or anything. It just doesn't feel as smooth as a Sigma lens. In fact, it's very comparable to this Canon EFS lens, which is a kind of consumer, prosumer type of lens, starter lens. So this doesn't feel like a starter prosumer lens. It actually feels very pro. That's pretty much it for the cons. So let's look at the video footage coming out of this lens with the Sony A7C. Okay, would I recommend this lens for a Sony user, full frame user? I actually think it's one of the best lenses out there. This and the 17 to 28, that's a pretty wide focal length that you got covered, especially at the 2.8 aperture. So would I recommend this lens? 100%, I would. All right, guys, so that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit subscribe, like. I'll see you guys in the next video. Happy New Year. I'll see you in 2022.